So, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from. Does it matter? No, because you're here. And right now, that means you're here for some justice. And we're here to deliver. So, first off, I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Taylor.
So, welcome to Disillusioned Plays.
We finally got past the tutorial, guys. Yay!
Woohoo!
Hallelujah. So, in the last episode...
And we've learned why Phoenix has an inordinate fear of women and relationships.
And nothing ever works out for him.
So, bear with me, obviously, remember, forgetful one. But in the last episode, we learnt that Dahlia Hawthorne is in fact an actual cow, and was trying to murder not only her original boyfriend, but also her second boyfriend. Well, I say second. To be honest, it could have been
many lovers.
I wouldn't really call him a second boyfriend so much as he was just a stooge or a patsy.
Yes.
Or a stool pigeon.
Basically, it turns out that she did try to kill Doug Swallow, and then also tried to...
She didn't try, she did.
Yes, sorry. And then also tried to kill Nick with poison. The cow. And yeah, so she's now been incarcerated, and hopefully will not ever come back. We will never, ever, ever see her again.
Fingers crossed.
Ever. It won't happen. That is, without a shadow of doubt, the last that we have ever seen of Dahlia Hawthorne. Guaranteed.
Legit, 100%.
Yeah.
I just want to say, congratulations, Pete. You actually did remember everything.
Well, you guys helped.
Yay!
Anyway.
Woo!
So... Oh, no, my controller's misbehaving.
Oh, no!
God damn it. Excuse me. Technical issues. It doesn't really matter during this segment.
Today is just the day for technical issues.
Oh, why? Why, oh, why? What is happening? Steam's just like, you know what? I'm just going to pretend that Phoenix Wright hasn't even launched. Like, it's literally running. And now we've got controls.
Hey.
I don't know what happened there. Computers, man. Computers. Why do we do this? Why do we do this?
How do they work?
For all you, PC elites and all that, god damn it, you don't have this trouble on consoles. Controversial view, but you really don't.
You treaded on thin ice.
But I also do like high frame rates, so it's a delicate balance.
Delicate balance.
Of putting up with all the technical issues, but also getting like sweet moolah at the end of it.
Some people have now just declared war on us, right? Because you've just tried to
we've just
claim
lost
that consoles
all of
are
our
better.
no followers.
See, I'm going on about like PC gaming being a pain and then getting the 60 FPS and all that, and then we're playing Phoenix Wright.
Yes.
Of all
on the PC.
So anyway, with a Steam controller. How'd you like them apples? Screw the haters. I'm gonna delete so much of this. Anyway.
Leaves it all in.
Right, so now, let's jump in.
Let's do this.
And we're playing this one.
For the first time. And we've definitely not seen any of this before.
And we're definitely not re-recording.
No.
Nothing went wrong the first time whatsoever. There's no way.
There's no way that anything happened. The time is 1 a.m.
Yes.
Beep, beep,
No.
beep, beep.
I gotta try and get my gumshoe voice.
Detective, we made it!
Woo! Yeah, what a relief! Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh, you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Hey, would you mind opening the safe just to double-check?
I don't know if that was gumshoe or not.
No, I don't know either, but it didn't say, did it? So, I mean, we just gotta, like, it's all gumshoe.
Da, da, da.
It was from New York, if you couldn't
tell.
The most advanced animations only.
We've been had!
Mask DeMasque.
Out front, guards, turn on the searchlights! Better luck next time, gentlemen!
I'm flying!
Yes, you'll never catch me! Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now! Bye-bye!
I am returning to the moon.
We shall meet again when the moon is full. Oh no!
Oh no, we killed him. We killed Pete.
Who the hell laughs that much like that? Like
He's
like
a
just,
manic, crazed
what the frickin'
person.
hell is wrong with that guy?
He clearly
obviously-
has a problem.
He clearly loves the sound of his own goddamn voice.
I mean, to be fair, you don't typically dress up in garish outfits and rob people if there isn't something wrong with you.
And fly to
Unless
the
you're the
sky.
Phantom Thieves of Hearts.
I guess so.
Fly to the sky of all things. I mean, who could do that?
Well, because I mean,
Maximilian Galactica.
I was going to say because that
okay.
didn't happen last time at all, did it?
I suppose. But can't.
And I'm not doing my Maximilian Galactic voice. No.
Oh.
We will save that for maybe one day if we ever have to play that again for the channel. But
Yes.
maybe.
You will reprise your role.
I will. Anyway.
You love it. Hey, Nick, get a load of this.
God, who's this?
Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important.
What is it?
What are you freaking out about now?
Today will be the last time you talk to me that way.
Huh?
We're about to hit the big time.
Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are...
Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Pearly, of course.
Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick.
Pearls! You haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway?
Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this.
What's this? Some kind of poster that looks absolutely nothing like a poster because they only have one sprite?
Some kind of undeveloped photograph by,
Yes.
by the looks of it. Shiny, glossy paper. Oh,
Oh, it's the vase.
I've also just noticed that really sassy picture of Maya in the corner. Like
Yes.
he's using the sassy sprite.
She's got the sassy face.
I just love that, like, I just
I mean,
love
you've
that
got to
they use
get
the same thing.
get the fans in somehow. Just give him a sassy look,
You
and they'll all
gotta
come
get
running.
the
It's like,
sassy
hey,
face.
broken jar, what about this sassy lady?
Hey there, you want to
And
see
for
my
anyone
pottery?
who may not have played the previous Phoenix Wright games, essentially there is a point at which this
Whoa.
particular urn got cracked in the course of an investigation.
My
Yes.
gasp. My gasp? My
My
God.
gasp.
My
Also,
gasp.
it might not seem obvious, but let's say it originally didn't say I am.
No. That's right. It's our hometown.
Or did it?
Pilly and mine, that is.
What's this about treasures from the boonies?
Very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight.
Tonight? What about tonight?
The Treasures of Kurain exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes.
That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? You don't
Bet you look the same as you always do?
Yeah, she doesn't look any different.
See, the thing is what you can't see is that she's probably got some, like, super fine embroidering underneath.
Or, you know what? Maybe she's changed the color of the sash around her middle. That could be different.
Yes.
Slightly different shade.
Yeah, instead of fuchsia, it's actually like, slightly darker fuchsia.
Violet.
Yeah, I literally, my mind went blank. I'm like, think of another pink color. Slightly
Fuchsia
darker pink.
and darker fuchsia.
It's not pink. It's slightly darker pink.
No. With the exhibit poster having the sassy face, she's just made her skirt slightly shorter. That's what you can't see.
Now. Maya's a good girl.
Same Maya,
doesn't-
different day.
Internal monologue.
This young lady here is Maya Fey.
Nick, who are you talking to? Nick?
Myself,
Nick?
I guess.
I like how Maya's probably just like, he's doing it again.
We've lost him again.
Like,
He's gone off into space.
He's
Don't
like-
know where he's gonna go. He's gone, but I don't know when he's gonna come back either.
Nick.
like, hello?
Nick.
Nick.
Are you there?
He's just gone catatonic.
She's like drawing
The
pictures.
younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor.
She's drawing pictures on his face with a marker pen like Jigglypuff.
I would see her doing that, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
100%.
I first met her 2 years ago when she was in jail.
Oh, this bloody picture.
I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then...
There's a bit of fan service.
I can't get over that it's supposed to be like a sad image.
Yeah, it's really... It cuts down on the tragedy when she's posed in just such a way to show off her figure as well. It's like,
Yes.
guys, come on now, this is supposed to be sad.
Yeah, there's like a slight upskirt shot and some cleavage on show. It's just, it doesn't imply she's dead.
And now we have Maya talking to Nick in his head, who's either talking to himself or talking to the audience.
Hello, Nick. I'm inside your mind. I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes.
Okay, this isn't in Nick's head, because if it was, she wouldn't be saying that.
Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity.
This is what Nick would be saying.
In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character.
Hey, who are you calling shady?
Quiet figment of my imagination. And this little girl is Pearl Faye, but I usually call her Pearls.
Because
For
I'm a
some
creep.
reason.
Because I'm an utter creep.
She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium. I'm sorry.
That's so
I
cute.
was laughing. Just because she just like changed her expression for no particular reason. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training
It's
herself.
because she gets all embarrassed around him.
I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick.
Like, it's weird. She
said to the audience.
wants
breaking the fourth wall.
Maya and Nick to hook up, but then she gets all embarrassed around him. It's like, it's just
Whoa,
really weird.
no. Let's get away. Let's steer away.
Maya. I said
from
she
this.
wants Maya and Nick to hook up.
I know, but then you carried on saying she gets embarrassed
But she
around Nick.
does.
No. Dangerous waters. Family friendly.
I'm not saying that Nick fancies her. I said that she fancies... Anyway. Jeez.
Gonna have to cut more out. Kurain Village is the home of the mysterious Kurain channeling technique.
Jeez.
And Maya here is the daughter of the Kurain School of Channeling's master. Still a weird sentence. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. I'm saying to no one in particular.
To Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait?
Oh,
why
I'm
am I
sorry.
laughing?
I was just having a dissociative episode.
Yeah, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit.
Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. I hate doing things.
Why must I leave?
Treasure exhibit poster, which is clearly not a poster but a photograph, added to the court record. Four hours later,
What were they doing?
probably on the train.
Oh, true. Could be a long way away.
Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest, most expensive department store.
Now, don't get too excited, Taylor. We're not going to be calling you that from now on.
My loyal subjects, bow before me.
My loyal subjects.
Yes.
Treasure exhibit. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. So one of you is going to have to be Blackadder, and the other one's going to have to be, what's the other guy's name?
Baldric. I have a cunning
Baldric.
plan.
What's brought that up? I don't know. Like, what?
No, because Lordly Taylor.
Oh, yes.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, where are you going with this?
No, God. Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great.
Savage.
It all depends on how you display it, like my attorney's badge.
Oh, they even had the dusty old hanging scroll that was in Faye Manor's storeroom.
Oh, yeah. I remember scribbling on that when I was a little girl.
So, I just want to make a note here. Phoenix is acting like a jerk to Maya, but he's basically a tsundere, because when she got kidnapped, one of the 10 times she got kidnapped, he was all, oh, I can't wait to get Maya back, I need to get her back, she's my friend, yada yada. Then as soon as she's back, he just starts back in with the scathing sarcasm, which I guess is how true friendship works.
Yes.
He's just a complete bully. It absolutely does not reflect our own friendship in any way.
Not at all.
No.
He just has insecure attachment disorder, right? This whole thing with Dahlia is clearly like has given him a syndrome where it's like he just can't attach to people, but he also doesn't want them to be away from him either. He's actually a very psychologically damaged character.
He probably
I'm not surprised after all that, to be fair. Say, Nick, the person in charge of that... Can't talk.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. The person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Dodgy place to be.
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing...
Maya, just to double check, there's not like, I don't know, a guillotine or rusty surgical tools in this basement warehouse, right?
There weren't like a load of greasy, shady-looking men going down there first, right? Because, I mean, no.
I guess we should go and say hello, but I don't want to.
But we should also take a rape whistle
Whoa!
and phone the police.
Whoa,
as we
now.
go down, just in case.
Just in case. Oh, this music.
Right, so should we examine things
Let's
before we go?
have a look-see what we
Let's have
have.
a look. What's on the cushion?
Nothing.
What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Like my partner.
Mean. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all.
Greatest treasure? Is there something like that?
Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I bet it would really take your breath away.
Well, I mean, to me, it just looks like if there's anything on it, there's oxygen, which may take your breath away. So, I mean, I know.
It's like the king's new clothes kind of thing. Like, can't you see it? What resides on this cushion is the most magnificent treasure in all of Kurain Village. But there's not anything there. A heart, because you're uncultured.
It's just the pure mountain air of the Kurain Mountains. Freshly distilled for your pleasure.
A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. It's in some kind of moon rune language. I certainly wouldn't know about that because I'm American.
I come from
Probably
New York, where we only speak in Americanese.
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 Eat your hamburgers, Maya. Sorry, Taylor. Probably esoteric knowledge.
Probably esoteric knowledge. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. Huh. Well, I certainly don't know anything about that.
Maya takes all mine.
I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it.
Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know.
Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life.
It's just really weird.
Psst.
I think I remember this old folding screen here.
You should.
I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence. Phoenix! In that murder case that happened in Kurain Village.
This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets.
Why is it in a public exhibition then?
The 6th Thief Kurain Sacred Writings folding screen.
If it...
I mean,
Good
you know,
point.
I
Good
just think
point.
that he's saying exactly what we're all thinking.
If it's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit?
They didn't think that one through, clearly.
They're just a bunch of old urns. These really treasures, too?
Of course they are! This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. Or Wendy Oldbag.
Oh no, don't bring her back.
Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it!
Oh, it's so cute! It's a little diorama of Kurain Village!
Yeah, look at that.
So enthusiastic. Oh, yay,
Yay.
look.
No, that was the way I read the line. Or I interpreted it as like, oh yeah, that sure is a thing that's
I know.
there. Can I go home now?
I'm not taking the piss out of you. I just like to imagine that Nick's just like, oh, when will it be over?
Kill me now, please.
I wish to perish. I wish to commit lifant. But somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Probably because of the lack of internet.
Oh, Mystic Maya! It's your house! It even says Fey Manor on it!
Yikes, you're right!
Creepy.
I kind of want to add the famous in front of it.
Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad.
Oh.
I don't know. Troublemaker. Well, I guess that's everything then.
Yep, I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, it probably was probably
Time
was
to go to the shady
pointless.
basement area.
Yeah, we're absolutely nothing. I mean, this looks familiar.
It
Brr.
really does.
It looks like that basement, the underground garage.
No, it looks
Underground
exactly like
parking
the
lot.
parking garage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
at the
yeah.
prosecutor's office.
It doesn't have the window above though,
No,
so we'll see what happens.
just
That we
reskinned
know
it.
of. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, all right.
This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time.
Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh god, who's this?
Oh, I don't know. It's weird, right? Because it's like with the dots in front. It's like a pause. Like, oh, Mr. Wright. But who could it be?
Who could it be?
I guess the problem.
A monster! You were
Oh,
right!
it's going to be Gumshoe, isn't it? It's
Oh,
gonna
it
be,
could be.
It's going to be Gumshoe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
But he didn't say pal.
No, he didn't. But the fact that, like, who else is going to be interpreted as a monster? who's going to,
Poor Gumshoe.
I don't know.
Huh? A monster?
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's Adrian!
Adrian.
With it,
Oh!
she's exactly the same, except a different colour top.
She's got a tight black top instead of a blue one.
Well, she had a tight top.
Well, what
The tightness
they've
was
done
still
right
there.
is obviously it was too much effort to give her different clothes, so they just palette swapped. it.
literally a palette swap.
This is her alternate outfit from the Street Fighter game.
I just love that. Yeah, they
And
still.
they put her hair up.
She's still wearing her her sprayed on or painted on, like outfit.
Bodysuit.
Just like what?
Oh, this is where I get to sound awful and offend all the Americans.
No, we already told everyone in the first video that we were going to do terrible accents and that people shouldn't get offended by them because, god damn it, no. I've said god damn so many times.
You have.
I have offended all the
So many
God-fearing people an awful lot. You know,
So sorry, just for a brief moment, but the perspective of that camera up there makes it look like it's just filming the wall,
Yeah.
not the gate. Like someone's just forgotten to angle it correctly, so it's just staring at the siding.
maybe that's part of the trick here.
Maybe.
The evidence.
Okay.
Go on then, Sarah.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Adrian!
Oh, good evening. It's good to see you again.
You? I know.
Phoenix, come on! Jeez.
Like, we like to joke about the bad memory, but like, seriously, dude, you're only 26.
I know you. I know
know
your
your
face. I've seen you before.
I know you from somewhere.
You.
Huh. but I can't quite place it. I don't know why, but I feel like we had a long argument in court about something. That's usually how I know people. I want to say Darian. Darian.
You. I've seen you before.
I know you.
You're the one from my dreams.
Creepy.
I was trying to do King, what's his name from Oblivion? You're the one from my dreams.
Oh, the king guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
King of Tamriel, isn't it?
Yeah,
King,
I can't remember his name.
It's been so long.
It's good to see you again. Ow.
Sorry, physical violence.
Domestic abuse.
Oh, wow, she's actually smiling, though.
Oh, blimey, she is. Nice to see you again too, little miss. Pay attention.
Sorry.
Hello?
Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly?
You got me, Maya. I have absolutely no recollection.
I mean,
I kind of repress everything once the cases are done. Like, I just kind of, it's like flushing it down a toilet. Just whoosh, it's all gone.
I mean, Maya had an excuse not to know it because she was locked in a wine cellar, so she's got an excuse to be forgetful. Nick hasn't.
Oh, yeah, I suppose, because they didn't...
I don't think they actually met, did they?
No, I don't think they did.
No.
I was thinking if she was in it before, but no, Will Powers and whatnot was, but not her.
No. Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements.
Oh, well, in that case, you might want to adjust where that camera's pointed, because it's really not doing you any good up there.
You're doing a crap job.
You're fired.
You're fired.
Nice to meet you.
Adrian sure has changed since we last met.
So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here.
It's really weird with there not being any music.
Yeah.
So how have you been since you got acquitted of murder?
So, let's say hello.
It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman?
Oh my.
Jealousy!
Oh my! What? Why are you freaking out on me?
What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up. That's all.
Absolutely no other reason.
No other reason whatsoever.
Mystic Naya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
Oh, gosh.
Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further.
Needle.
Mr. Wright, I was there... I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Mr. Wright was... oh my god. Sorry.
Read the script. Read it.
I'm trying, pal.
All you gotta do is look at it and then speak.
Shut up.
Read ahead.
Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It's...
Really? Because I kind of feel like Phoenix threw her under the bus a little bit.
Yeah,
Didn't he?
But he did also...
I kind of feel like he just kind of dragged out her secrets in front of the court.
But didn't it...
And all of that, so...
I don't know, I guess it...
He was very brutal. I say that, but Edgeworth was even worse.
They were brutal in their pursuit of the truth.
Yes.
Yes, and if you must die, then perish.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's like, if I tell the truth, I'll die, and then Edgeworth is like...
That's no concern of mine.
Then perish.
It's just like, wow.
Wow, okay. No compassion.
And people love Edgeworth.
Yeah, I never get any credit. It's because he dresses fancier and drives a nicer car.
It was something that happened 6 months ago. 7 months ago,
that'd be 7.
Oh my god! What is wrong with me?
You're not reading the script, sweetheart.
I hate myself.
Pete's gonna like fumble over his lines, and there's just gonna be a brutal comeuppance.
There will be. It's true.
You remember, don't you, the Nickel Samurai case? Why are you asking her? You're the one that forgets everything.
Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. that escape your memory, Nick?
I like how they're quite literally going through all this fourth wall stuff that we were just going through just a moment ago. It's like establishing it just in case we didn't tell him.
After that, I quit being a manager and started this job.
Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us.
No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks.
The whole thing? Really? It seemed kind of traumatic.
Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful.
I got a black top and everything.
But did my hair, got new clothes,
no, see, the
got
thing
a new
is,
notebook.
You guys are missing the big thing. The really, really big difference. She's smiling. She's all smiles now.
No, that's true.
She like never smiled.
She is in fact smiling. At least she didn't smile before.
Well, she did, but not like this. It was like that sort of that little cocky, smug grin thing. Not like a genuine, like happy smile. Just cheerful.
Phew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Ms. Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring.
Well, Lolly...
I can tell from the bags under your eyes that you haven't been sleeping well.
Shit's rough, pal.
And are those wrinkles? How unfortunate for you.
Wow, and your hair's gotten grayer too. Man, you must really be over the hill. What are you now, like 30?
30.
Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year.
Lordly Taylor is a really weird thing. Lordly Taylor is it's just.
I mean, I could get used to it, honestly.
But like as a name for a thing, like just be like, oh yes, come
look at her,
look at her, come to the Lordly Taylor. Like it's a really weird name. Not I don't know, just the Lordly Taylor.
The thing is, Pete, it's supposed to convey exactly how fancy it is.
True. Pete's not convinced.
Why you not like my pie? It's just very strange.
The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums.
Yeah, but museums are just full of, like, old, dusty stuff that's not really worth anything, right? Like, I don't see the point.
Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums.
What's a museum?
Yes. I was well expecting that, to be honest.
Yes, I did. That's really wonderful.
So, this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Aside from the camera that's clearly pointing at the wall and not at the gate. Oh, and the fact that the security computer seems to be facing outside of the kiosk, which means that anyone who's ambling on by could probably do something to, oh, I don't know, hack into it. But aside from that...
She's doing a wonderful job as security manager.
Yeah, not actually paying attention to her job and just talking to us lot.
Yeah. Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well.
That sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making?
That vacant expression.
So then, do we... Oh, we can do this. Wait. Oh. What is going on?
What are you doing?
There we go. We can...
Oh.
Wow, that's the thing. I don't know if it's I don't know if that's garish enough.
I mean, it does stand out.
So, let's examine. So, naturally, the door. The fire exit.
We want to leave as soon as possible.
Nope. Computer. The camera. Okay. The computer.
This computer, it looks like it's hooked up to the security camera above.
Oh god, so they're both as bad as each other.
And that means what?
My,
The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out of the storeroom. So I don't know why it's aimed the way it is. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. Except, you know, the computer is on the outside of an unsecured window, which is honestly a really bad idea.
And clearly the people pass through the walls. That's why it's facing it. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff.
I mean, you gotta remember, guys, as well, that this is like the 90s, I guess, because, like...
The 90s.
Well, I mean, look at the computer. I mean, you know.
Well, yeah.
That's what my computer looks like.
Is it? Is it though?
Is it though?
Is it that yellow? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you paint it
that
yellow?
exact same shade.
And shape.
It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door.
It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say.
You know, I feel like we had this thing before where they took a picture of somebody who was wandering by and it wound up being a big thing because... oh, never mind.
I wonder if...
Oh, hey, a ladder.
I was going to say, do you think they'll
We
do
got
the
to
ladder?
investigate
Like
the
ladders.
Oh,
ladders.
yeah, there we go.
Look, a ladder!
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right. Sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere?
Just have a thing for ladders, it seems.
Paints. Organi.
It says organi.
No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters.
Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either because this place is a mess.
Not to mention that you'd expect to see the last, like, maybe the corner of the last couple of
Yeah,
letters
yeah,
behind
you would.
those crate things on the right there.
Yeah.
But no.
No. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh?
Oh, sick burns.
Wow.
Let's look at the thing.
Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right?
I like that the item in the background is more detailed than the portrait that came up.
Yeah.
Like you can see the face like more clearly on the background thing.
She's got the Okami sword there, too.
Yes, I was thinking that, actually. Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Kurain channeling technique, Amy Faye. This statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning.
By itself. It just kind of appeared here.
just like phased in.
It is holding the Shichishito. Oh boy, we're gonna have to say that at some point.
Shishito.
I feel it in my bones.
Taylor, I
Shishito?
feel like as the resident weeb,
Shichishito.
you are the one who is most.
Shishito.
You're the one who's
Shishito.
most qualified to say it, and then
Shishio Makoto.
and then proceed to berate us for never being able to say it correctly.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's pronounced Shishito.
You ought to ask Google.
Oh, God.
But of course, how are you? You
You can't.
say it,
You
though.
can't say it, so how's he supposed to? Jeez.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's gonna be fun.
What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? I told you we were gonna have to say it.
Don't ask me. How should I know?
Well, you are the future master, right?
Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. Oh no, why do I have to say it? No! No! I hate you!
Shichishito.
So is it?
Shichishito.
But is it she? Is it? Would it be?
Or Shichishito.
Yeah.
Shichishito.
Shishishito.
Shichishito.
Shichishito. Oh my
To be
word.
fair, it does kind of sound a bit like Shichishito.
Hamtaro.
Shishishito.
Well, that thing is the Kurain Shishito.
It's
That thing.
So right. So the thing is, it's basically she 3 times and then to. Like
Shishito. Shishishito.
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 Or Shichishito. But I'm not sure.
Shishito.
But I'm just saying.
There
like,
you go.
I'm just saying, as you try and find the way to say it, know that it's basically she 3 times.
Yeah.
She.
Shishito.
Yeah. Now I can't say it.
That. It's a ceremonial sword.
Shichishito. Shichishito. Shichishito.
Shichishito.
It's
a new word.
and that's another hour video.
Yes.
Shichishito.
It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp.
I still have a feeling it's going to wind up being used as a murder weapon. Maya!
I just want to cause havoc. Oh, phooey. I wanted to cut something.
What are you eyeing me for?
It's just paranoia, Nick.
Oh, look, it's already 8. Have you all eaten yet?
Well, actually...
About that, I have no money, so I haven't eaten for the last 3 weeks. So I'd love to eat literally anything.
Shh. Anything.
A saltine cracker.
I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together?
Oh, music's back.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy.
I'll have the kids' lunch.
Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch.
Ah, because it's 8 p.m., even though it didn't designate the time.
Yes. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner?
Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me.
Shall we head upstairs then?
And then...
$10 says that while they're upstairs eating, someone's gonna take the Shichishito along with the statue and everything else.
And with that, our merry travelers ascended the stairs.
After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Ms. Andrews looking so happy. I wish I knew what it was like to be happy.
I knew once. It was awful.
I was happy one time, and then my girlfriend tried to poison me.
I never smiled again.
See, it's funny, isn't it? Because, yeah, when you think about it, and then you think about how sarcastic Nick is, like, you know, it's not hard to think as to why.
Well, yeah, true.
Well, it's like, and he was a huge crybaby and everything at first, so it was just, he kind of gets jaded by the entire experience. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen.
Dun dun dun.
Oh no! We're losing Pete!
We're not losing anything. You shush.
Nick, this is terrible! What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
What does the toilet have to do with his brain hitting the snooze button?
I don't know.
I'm like stuck on that. I have... What are the parallels there?
I have no idea.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was work of the renowned Phantom Thief Mask DeMasque.
Mask star. It is weird that they put the star in the dialogue.
Yeah.
Mask the Mask?
According to a spokesperson, Lord Lee Taylor received a threat letter some days ago.
Oh, this is coming back to me a little bit. I think I remember this case.
This is the 5th heist by the Phantom Thief, who only targets rare treasures. He also says something about stealing your heart and personas, but we haven't really determined what relation it has.
He's crazy.
Lord Lee Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet.
There's poo everywhere!
Oh.
Treasure? Lord Lee Taylor? You don't think...
Yes, now get up, Nick! It was stolen! By Mask DeMasque! Our most valuable treasure! The Kurain sacred urn was stolen!
Oh no.
What?!
Yeah, that's right.
What is the sacred urn?
Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred...
God
Nick,
damn it,
you
Nick.
literally had to make this case in court!
That's quite literally the
Holy
reason why
cow.
I selected it. Because I knew this would happen.
Nick, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, is actually the story about a lawyer who battles constantly with his early onset Alzheimer's and dementia, and manages to succeed in spite of it all.
Oh dear. It's only the most important treasure in Kurain Village, that's all. Look.
That pearl broke with the ball.
Yes. Look, it's right here on this poster.
On this photograph.
With Maya in the background.
Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul.
I mean, maybe it did,
Well,
but
namely the soul of mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Kurain channeling technique.
I mean, I've only just noticed that Amy and Mia are made of the same letters. I know I'm stupid, but I've only just noticed that.
Maybe they're related somehow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
What? Right, Pearly?
Yes, that's right.
Hold up.
Hold up a minute.
Hold up a minute. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it.
No, I thought it had the name Mia written on it.
Now it says I am? Any idea how that happened, Pearly?
What sprite do you think we'll get? I think we'll
A sad
get
one.
like an uh-oh.
A sad one.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Well, there are some things best left unsolved. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick?
How dare you! I always hunt down the truth!
Oh my god.
I would be very.
Yeah.
Pete's gonna have lost
And
his
then
voice.
Pete had to spend 40 minutes trying to unpeak his audio.
Well, that's why I
get
really
his
turned
voice
away.
back.
I was really hoping that wouldn't. But yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Nick's like?
That's right.
He has to solve everything, though, to completion.
1 year ago, there was a murder in Kurain Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn. It turned out to be an important clue in that case.
Oh, we did actually need to do that.
Oh.
Okay. Because usually the what to do is kind of like the, do you guys need a hint? But yeah, so we'll do last year's incident.
Oh, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything.
One year ago, the murder in Kurain Village.
The murder in Kurain Village.
A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings.
A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. And
Is there an echo in here?
And
I think
this
so.
urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence.
And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence.
Mr. Nick?
Mr. Nick.
I don't sound like that.
Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? Coming soon.
Shut up.
The murder that happened in Kurain Village. 2020. That's just what it's called. The murder that happened.
The sound that you're about to hear next is Sarah clubbing Pete over the head with something.
Yep, that's what that sounds like.
So much pain.
Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn, apart from I just said it
I
out.
mean, okay,
yeah,
but
but
she
just to
is
say
kind
it
of
out loud,
standing
yeah.
right there,
Yeah.
Pearls.
Oopsie.
You promised that you would never tell anyone the super secret thing that I am explaining to you right now in
That
front
I'm
of
now going to explicitly say in front of the person that I'm trying to hide it from.
we promised we wouldn't say it in front of.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Now I remember. This urn used to say Amy on it.
Oh,
Aww.
Very sad, Pearl.
very sad.
Well,
Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Like my relationship with Dahlia.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either.
Oh dear.
So Pearl is now again recounting this this internal dialogue in Phoenix's head.
I also find it amusing that she says she's bad at spelling, but then there have been times where she's come out with like ridiculous words.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess maybe it's like just because she can say the words doesn't mean she can spell them, but still, it is a bit odd.
She's also 9. It's a 3-letter word. It's not like...
Well, she wasn't 9 though at the time. Wasn't she like 6 or something?
7, I think.
I can't remember.
Or was she even 8? No, she was 8.
Oh yeah.
She was 8.
She a dum-dum.
But she has had a sheltered life. I mean, her mum wraps her up in cotton wool and won't let her do anything.
I mean, but they say that Amy invented the Kurain channeling technique and, like, you know, is kind of almost regarded as a, I'm not going to say god, but, like, extremely important person in their culture, and she can't spell her name. And she's 8 years old. Her name has 3 letters.
Leave me alone,
Anyway,
you meanie.
this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Amy, it says, I am. I'm not quite sure how they even managed to fit back together in that wrong in order,
No.
but, you know.
Well, you say fit together, but I mean, you can see in the picture that fit isn't really a word you could use to describe that fitting together.
Can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
Well, unless it turns out that actually everybody's noticed, they're just not saying.
They're just being kind.
Well, I like to imagine Maya's like now humming just so loudly she can't hear either of them.
La la la
And that's
la
why they're
la,
having this
can't hear you.
La 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 la.
Maya will be distracted by the new series of, like, Nickel Samurai.
Yeah.
Penny Samurai, Copper Samurai. Oh, no, there she is. Just absolutely no acknowledgement of the fact. Okay.
No.
So,
Good.
should we do what to do as well, just to be absolutely, like... Yeah,
Sure.
screw it, let's be thorough.
Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next.
What's wrong with you, Nick?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you?
Oh god, bullying time.
But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Kurain School of Channeling.
Asgard is the people.
That's God is a bee.
You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I do. So, what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this.
Yeah, and get the sacred urn back.
But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer.
That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya.
A real gentleman. Only a true gentleman finds things on
about
his
that.
side.
Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. Pearl's is. So, what's the name of this bad guy again?
Mask DeMasque, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask DeMasque.
Sarah, you're forgetting the star.
Okay, but do you say the star or is it silent?
Mask star DeMasque. Not the word star, the shape.
It's like you don't say it while you're doing it. You have to make the shape of a star with your fingers
Yeah.
while you're saying the
Oh
name.
god.
Draw it
Like
out.
mask, and then you make the finger shape. Yeah. So that, just like the artist formerly known as Prince.
Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to some bad guy.
But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed.
In fact, literally nothing.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night.
Bad guy, huh?
That's the
Oh,
gumshoe.
there he
There we
is.
go, that's gumshoe.
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal.
Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no, not him again.
Oh!
It's you! And I'm the one who should be saying, not again! Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives?
No! I should be asking you that! What are you doing hanging around here?
Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here
All right, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already?
Whoa now, I mean, it's probably already a
Whoa now.
fanfiction.
Whoa, I didn't realise there was a fanfiction of Nick and Gumshoe. Oh, no, yes.
Hello? It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to try to remember it right. Yeah, maybe, please.
Stop calling me Scruffy.
Not Scruffy Detective. As you'll notice, I've just had my suit dry cleaned.
Oh, dear. And if that's... Oh, God.
If what's too long. Are you alright, Sarah?
Yeah. I'm good.
If it's too long, then just call in.
Nope, not going there. We're not going there.
No, I am trying to keep my mind out the gutter and failing. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick.
Head.
Oh. Alcohol.
Here we go.
Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
At least you didn't go with like Dick Detective or something.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Oh, I feel so wrong saying it.
As a 9-year-old child. Yes. Completely agreed. Yeah. Good to see you too. Good to see you again too, I guess.
I mean, jeez.
It's like, okay. I just can't seem to keep my eye on my eyebrows, man. Every time I look at them, they just like.
Have you seen my eyebrows? I can't find them.
That's it.
I can't find my pencil. I'm looking behind both ears.
Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about
That's
what
going to be a
happened?
thing from now on, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name? Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
I know about that.
That face, just like.
I know.
I know. Stop treating me like a child.
I know, Mr. Stupid Detective.
I'll have you know that I am a fully grown adult in this small child's body, and I know exactly what I'm doing. So stop treating me like some kind of primate, and get to the point, you idiot. You imbecile.
Chill out. Chill out there, Jeremy Irons.
Simba, please, I beg you. Well, the detective's name is
Detective.
Gumshoe.
Read the script,
Yeah,
Peter.
read the script.
I think you ought to read the script.
Read the script.
What was
How
that?
hard is it? You just gotta read the thing that's in front of you.
My headphones are falling off.
That's what you get, pal.
Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask DeMasque.
I know about that too.
God's sake, Maya.
That's just the face of a...
Pearl, rather.
That's just the face of a person who's like seen everything there is to see.
I've seen some shit.
So the thing is, though, to be fair, I mean, she has got, like, a large head. She obviously has a big brain. It's like Megamind. Or, like, perhaps one of those characters from Mars Attacks.
Oh. Detective, can't you... Detective, can't you tell us something other than that?
Yeah, well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys, in a way. Yeah, the crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning.
How exactly do you know that?
Yeah, we got an emergency phone call from the guard at the from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen.
The scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Yeah, wrong. Yeah, that urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
Basement warehouse, huh?
So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
Yeah,
Was it Wendy Oldbag?
That guy!
Oh, no.
It's all his fault. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves
Is it
one.
Meekins?
He solves one case and he gets a swelled head, thinking that he's an ace detective.
Oh no, it's not, Ace Detective?
This rings a bell.
I think I know which one this is.
Ace Ventura?
Ace Ventura.
So, why do you call him an ace detective anyway?
Yeah, that's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a detective, and they say that he's ace. So, I guess he's an ace detective. Well, like I told you, Mask DeMasque has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that's impressive. All by himself?
Nope, he actually had an entire team of followers who were helping him, but he's only reported that it was him. So, naturally, he's an ace detective, alright. Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time
Between you and me, though, I think he's a real ace hole.
Oh, that hurts. That's smarts, pal. That's smarts. Don't make me laugh like that. It sets off my dumb ticker. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Yeah, anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues.
So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh?
Yeah, seems that way. So we're gonna ask him about Mask DeMasque as well, or are we just gonna get down to the basement?
Sure, we may as well.
May as well.
Yes.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask DeMasque. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask DeMasque is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Of course you'd know, Maya. Keeping up with all the celebrity goss. Yeah, sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true masked star DeMasque.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
No, Nick. He was just joking the whole time, and he always just walks out in his normal face.
So that means that you could be him right now! And then Phoenix reaches up and tries to grab Gumshoe's face off.
Curse you! If it wasn't for those meddling kids!
Yeah. Very Scooby-Doo moment.
All right, gang, time to find out who really did it. Detective Gumshoe! You were Mask DeMasque the whole
I would have gotten
time?
away with it too. Yeah, and he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordy Taylor had only cooperated, cooperated, I could have caught in this.
Read the script.
I am
Pete,
reading the script.
Hey, Pete.
I am.
Hey,
It's
Pete, you
hard
should
to
read the script.
Look.
You should read the words that are in front of you.
See, the thing is,
Read ahead.
The thing is, I have read ahead. It's hard to talk like this. Being a British person, it's kind of difficult to do this New York accent. And I'm
Oh dear, if Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
See,
Oh, rubbish.
but you
Posh,
see, I was
pish,
trying to do a shouty voice as well, though. Like, yeah, if Lordy Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time. I was like getting tongue-tied with the "have caught him."
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn?
Yeah, of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something.
Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV.
Oh, guess we did need to ask him.
So, what's this calling card?
Yeah, here it is. but don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
What's this mark on the front?
It's called a logo. Branding. That's Mask DeMasque's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. His brand. It's the way he makes himself known in the world of business. All of his marks have got him. All of his calling cards have got it on him.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
Yeah, we're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. Yeah, the only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem.
Album.
I know. I just like
by this album.
It's like what the frickin' hell.
That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Sorry.
Seems like
Yeah,
we're
that's
all
why people
struggling.
try to copy me all the time.
Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
So, I guess we're gonna have to go down to the basement. But
Yes.
that being said, it looks like we're gonna have to do that next time.
Ah,
Because we've been playing for
Dang.
quite a while now, so we'd probably best stop.
best wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. So we hope you enjoyed the show, and if you did, feel free to click that little like button, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications.
And do the happy dance.
And do the dance.
Do the dance.
Yeah, so,
On that note,
on that note, I guess we'd best go and not take a million years to do an outro like we usually do.
yep.
So,
Bye.
see you next time, people. It's been an honor and a privilege.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick.
I suddenly
I'm
nearly forgot
sorry,
the voice.
it's just so cute.